Ladies and gentlemen. Cheek was practicing just in case there's going to be a day maybe where I lose my voice. I'm like, Cheek, you got to take the reins. And he's here, potentially ready to take the reins for first place.
You know it. Welcome to the final booking session before Wrestlemania.
And then Canada currently has the reins on first place.
Yes, sir. Firmly holding on for now.
And I am also here and booking first. And we get Shashad. So no scouting points, which I was thinking about signing someone this week that will know. Well,
Oh, shut up.
If I saw, no, I genuinely was not a major one, but so that could hurt us here technically a tiny bit. All right, so quick rundown here. Season challenges. We're all wrapped up because I can't book 10 TLC matches in 2 weeks. Well, technically I could. If everything was TLC, I could do it. But we're not doing it. Bret Hart wanted to cut a promo this week. We're going to do that. Stacks wants to fight Brooks within 2 weeks. If we break that promise, it's right before Mania, but I don't think we'll break it. Mr. Perfect needs to be in the next TV title match. I don't anticipate breaking that. Kaiden Carter, I don't anticipate breaking her promise either to fight someone other than Katana Chance. So, I'm going to take a look. We've got an upgrade on Dom, which is interesting because I feel like he just hasn't fought. But maybe this was like I would have been able to do this the whole time he was injured. Superstar's chance of injury is reduced by 10%. Superstar gains extra popularity when participating in a match. I mean, I guess we reduce the injury chance here.
Right.
Because I was thinking I can't book him this week, maybe not even next week. I wasn't even sure what him and Ray are going to have for Mania if I have to pull the plug on that. But this technically allows me to operate a little bit there. So let's take a look at the store here. Okay, good. I'm happy to see a physio. I also wish we had some injury rehab here. I'm scared and nervous, but we're gonna buy this physio for sure. Get schooled, so we could put 20 ring XP on somebody. So does 20 get someone to like a new tier where I'd unlock something useful? Brooks gets to 15. That's change class. I don't think I have time for class changes. So that also wipes out Tony D'Angelo. Positively Piper. Apollo Crews could get a random boost, but I don't think that's worth buying the cards. Dakota Kai could, yeah. Okay, so Dakota Kai could get to 20, which would give her a match specialty. And while I won't reveal the whole card for Mania, I've already hinted at probably having my 4 ladies in a fatal 4-way. And the first 2 years I've done backstage brawls.
Mm-hmm.
Could also consider a cage. In this case, if we get Piper and Dakota to level 4, a cage match would get me 9,000 fans. A backstage brawl gets you 10,000. So backstage brawl would still be the move, but if I get one of those 2 match types as a boost to Dakota Kai, then that just makes that match better on top of the boost. So we might use it for Dakota, but we're gonna book out some stuff here. Talent scouts. So I was going to make a massive signing, but I was going to look at potentially grabbing an extra body in case I need a promo cutter at Mania. I think Ty Schmidt was terrible on promos. Yeah, he's a 1. Okay. I assume most of these guys are 1s, but like if Rangvald, okay, he's a 1. If Cora Cut has like 2.
They're like, Pat McAfee's like, no, you got to give Ty Schmidt a 1.
Yeah, he stepped in and was like, he's the worst part of the show. All right, so Cora Cut. Right. I still want to book the show first and see where the money ends up sitting. I might sign Cora Cut. She would potentially not be booked at all, but she might be useful for a like Mania charity promo. She might only give me like 500 fans, but the way we're looking, 500 fans could literally decide it. So
could.
Cora Cut may have a spot here. So we're gonna do the promo side first. So Bret Hart asked to cut a promo this week. He and Shamrock are both below 40, so that's fine. These guys have struggled to get the feud going in matches, so we're going to hope Bret pushes that. to level 3. Last episode, at the end of it, I talked about I feel great about where I'm at, but my only concern is the rivalry levels here. We've got some stuff that still has to build a lot in a hurry. So because of that, we're going to go for the KFC double down on Razor and Tony. Stacks wants to fight Brooks again, and I think they'll be okay on stamina. Yeah, they're good enough on stamina, so they're going to fight this week. Then we're going to go triple threat with the ladies like we did last week. Kaiden Carter wants to not fight Katana Chance. They're already level 4. Piper Niven would be a little bit at risk here because she is right at 40. But I think we take that risk. Then we've got the other risk that we're taking this week is Mr. Perfect and Eddie Guerrero for the TV title that's around Eddie's waist. And then I've got some news that's going to crush some members of the CodyVerse.
Oh, no.
But last week we made a pivot. It worked out because we weren't sure, what card I would get for doing the rule changes. We got a network special. But this caused me, rather than to have the Fananimals call out the newly heel Apollo Cruz del Toro, it just caused me to do another rule change, and I turned Big E heel. I signed Big E and The Fiend as people that could cut promos, but if I also needed someone in a match, they're high enough level that they could put on a respectable match. And Big E is now a heel. The Fiend was already a heel. So it is now going to be the Fananimals against Big Fiend Energy. Big Fiend Energy against the Fananimals. Fortunately, Apollo Cruz del Toro now designated promo cutters. Just because we couldn't get the feud started. So this is very likely going into Mania either level 1 or maybe non-existent if they don't pop the feud. The other thing is the Fiend has a tornado tag match specialty. So I can also do this as well to kind of boost this match. So that's thought. We're going to hope a rivalry pops here. If it doesn't, we're still probably going to push this as the tag feud just because we have more popularity and higher ring XP on those guys. For this match, we're going to go tables because Piper Niven's got the specialty there. And then we're going to try to get levels. So this is going to be a submission match, and this is going to open the show. I didn't know if I was going to do this, but having pre-match physio said we're going to go ahead and get a little aggressive here. So the physio is going to go on perfect. I can only save 100% save either he or Piper Niven. I think with Mr. Perfect and Eddie both being level 25, I think that hurts me more to lose than the women's feud. But the women's feud is level 3, but just smaller levels, smaller popularity. So we're going to physio Mr. Perfect here to take care of him. This will be a risk. And then the thing I'm debating about doing here is I could use network special next week. I could even also use special promotion next week and pair those up if I really wanted to get saucy with it. I'm thinking about using this Iron Man match card and then making Stacks and Brooks an Iron Man match. Pretty much guarantee me, in theory, 4.5 stars in the main. If it goes terrible, I get 4 stars in the main. I'm taking the risk of not having another match specialty card for Mania, and I would only have the one. But I think we can build stuff up enough where we can still top and bottom that card be strong. So rather than use network special this week, I think I'm probably going to do that next week. Also, I wanted to check, is anybody upset? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Batista is pouting. Is there anybody worse off than Batista? Looks like everything else is neutral or okay. So we are going to use this card. We've had it for a while. It was initially meant to be the Scott Steiner saver for the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and he skedaddled. So we're going to save Batista. He's happy now. And then let me put the match on before I use the card. We've made that mistake before. And then wanted to switch the match out. So if I go like this, this has the guaranteed match boost. I think even though the Fiend has a specialty here, this has a level 1 feud. These guys got, I think it was 3.5 right after the Rumble. That was no feud with the title on the line. This is title on the line with a feud, with a submission match, that a 50% chance they go to level 3. We tried it with Ken and Brett and it didn't work. We're going to try it with these guys and hope it works. But then with this being the boost, I'm going to hope that this gets 4.5. Fighter versus Bruiser. Mid-60s average on popularity there. Level 3 feud. We'll hope for the best. Ladies have been getting around 3 with Piper Niven's specialty. Maybe this gets 3.5. And then these guys I'm going to bank on probably being 3.5. So I've got the money to go ahead. I might not get this lucky. We're going to grab Cora Cut, end of the season. She's a level 3 promo.
Ooh.
That may get chucked into... She might not get used at all, but she gives me a potential promo at Mania for charity with some fans that could be the difference. Her low popularity will limit how many fans she could get me, but if I need it, having that I think is clutch. I didn't even look at the... Do not put Shamrock in a match for bad timing. That doesn't do anything, so it's pretty bad timing to get the bad timing card.
Timing, yeah.
Got it out. Got to be quicker than that.
Aha.
Okay, so I can do the get schooled thing, so I think we're going to go for that. Oh, glad we came back here. That would have sucked.
Oh, shit.
So we boost the Iron Man match. It's towards the end, too, so it's like I got to be careful with every click here. Because you don't want to mess up now. I'm literally double-checking cards that are like, you know, this you use it the week of. This you use it the week of. Scouted, you got to use the week before. Bad publicity, you got to use the week before. This is the day of. This is the day of. So I'm going to buy this Get Schooled. And I'm going to buy the other one.
Oh.
We got the ability to do it, so we're going to go to Dakota Kai. We're going to get her up to level 20.
Maybe.
No, she's there. She just gets it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Just gets it. So now what I'm hoping is Steel Cage or Backstage Brawl. If it doesn't happen, I'll just pick one of the other matches. Katana's got TLC. Positively Piper's got tables. Hell in a Cell and Kaiden Carter. Hell in a Cell and Dakota Kai. So that could be a fallback, but I'll probably book a Backstage Brawl just for the fan boost. Ah, we didn't get it. Okay, so we'll just do Extreme Rules. I think that was still worth the shot. We know that this is the final season, so can't, you know, it's like in sports. Can't take the timeouts home with you. We can't take the cash with us. So I'm fine with that move, even though it didn't go how I expect or how I wanted. The odds on that probably weren't super high. So yeah, I think that's our show. We don't have anything for crew. We don't need to send anybody packing. Card wise, there's nothing else we're doing this week. So we send it in, and I'm hoping that this show can either get me to first or close to first, because next week probably is going to be a struggle bus. So I need this show to perform, because next week might get kind of dicey.
Kind of dicey indeed. Let's see who gets vetoed. It's Booker T. That does hurt a lot, actually. I was just hoping anybody but Booker T, but we'll have 1 week to deal with that. Let me click on the screen. That is fine. Okay, so Logan Paul wants to partner with Shawn Michaels. We got 3 weeks to figure that out. Yeah, sure. Totally, we'll do that. Yeah, dude. Alexa Bliss isn't feeling 100% with only 10 stamina. Mind if I take 2 weeks off? Tell you what, why don't you take a week off at the Health Spa?
Spot.
And she appreciates it. Only 6 stamps, because I think it was a Health Spa 1, but she still gets really happy. I mean, I'll take a short day at the spa for sure. Triple H says, hey, something's come up, and I can't have Booker T taking part in the show. That's because Cheek used a power card on me. That's how that works.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Hulkster says the end of my contract's coming up, brother. I guess I'll probably let him walk. I think I don't really.
Nothing on the line there.
Your opening offer seems fantastic. I could try to save cool 20K, but that's not really worth it. So Hulkster's happy. All
We have
right.
a deal, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
brother.
Okay, first things first. No. Damn. No. I'm gonna have one shot at romance here before Mania without any fixed match, and with Booker T unable to wrestle this week, it sets up some interesting stuff for next week. So, you're gonna stay tuned to this episode.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go play this card, and I'm gonna explain this card because as Cody was booking,
chaotic.
yeah, I couldn't pay attention to anything you booked, but I'll watch it back in the premiere. But I had to go find what this card means. The best offense prevents the effects of the first power card played on you next week. So let's say Cheek played a veto card this week. You think, oh, if I play this, or I saw Cody play a veto card on me, I saw that and be like, oh, I'm going to play this. No. I'm still going to get hit with any power cards next week, but any power cards used on me in week 24 will not happen in week 25. So Cheek is going to book. No, I'm booking first next week, or like week 24. So I'm booking first, and that's great. And then Cheek's gonna book, so he knows any power card used on me is a wash. So maybe I'm gonna use this, thinking he's gonna use it on Cody. I know Cody has 3 power cards that can affect people. You got that scouted, and you got those bad publicities. One of those, if you use them on me, are also gonna be a wash. So let's do this in week 24. Now I'm gonna be safe from 1 power card used on me in week 24, meaning week 25. You get it.
Yeah, and this is we learned this the hard way because during season 2, and it was a big turning point when Canada jumped into the lead, was he used that card thinking he was blocking a veto. It didn't block the veto, but then he blocked me using a double cost at the pay-per-view because I was like, oh, he already used his best offense card. I can double his cost now. And he ended up accidentally blocking that. So that was when we learned, oh, okay, it's a weird worded card that I'm sure a lot of people have used it wrong the first time. So yes, Canada basically is blocking 1 power card for WrestleMania by using that.
Yeah, luckily. And I know you got the $1 Million Man card, and I don't know what you got planned for next week. So I'm just going to make your next week's shows more normal because I know you're going to use the $1 Million Man. So it makes no sense to double your cost at Mania. So there we go. And that's the power cards, baby.
Ooh.
God, it's
That was
intense.
a load.
Oh, shit. John Cena wants a shot at the Universal title this week.
World.
I can't do it, man. It's not fair, man. Because Booker T's not even available.
Oh, double whammy.
1 backstage brawl match this week. We're gonna try to do it just to get schooled plus our bonus. We'll see what we can make happen here. Who's got Stam?
Hey, Canada. If you want to fulfill John Cena's promise, you could release Booker T, free up that belt.
See, now I've had that question of Cody, knowing that what's his face? Hogan won at the Rumble. He's got to face. We said we got to face Booker T. We wore the title holder at Mania. So with that wording, I'm saying if it's vacant, I probably don't get that extra perk. I mean,
I've gone back and I talked about it on all these recordings burning. I think I've recorded 20 videos in the last 2 weeks. But the wording has always been they have to fight in a one-on-one world title match in the main event of WrestleMania. There's no dictation to who the champion has to be. So if Booker T lost the belt to Shawn Michaels, then Hulk Hogan has to fight Shawn Michaels. If Booker T lost the belt to John Cena, then Hulk Hogan needs to fight John Cena.
Right.
So the domino you would create is if you give John Cena the title match and John Cena wins, you now either need to pivot to Hogan Cena or you got to get the belt off Cena next week.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna get
wild. And that's or you can you don't have to do it. You just lose the ability to do the wheel spins in the draft.
Yeah, lose the ability.
I would be able to technically remove Booker this week. I kind of wanted to use him, but like if I get rid of him and put a new belt on a new champion, then that would work. No,
release him and re-sign him next week.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm. Yeah. It's if Hogan is in a one-on-one world title match in the main event, it's fulfilled.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I want Booker T. Hogan but she kind of just forced my hand. I was gonna either get the belt off Booker T this week, possibly next week with a what do you call them? A
Fixed
GM
match.
interference.
Oh, true.
GM
Yeah.
if I didn't get a fixed match. So I'm gonna have to do it. Unfortunately, Booker T is
This
gonna have to go.
decision could decide the winner, folks.
I need the belt on the right person for Mania. So I'm gonna
Or
have
you could
to.
sacrifice the wheel spins. That's the thing.
Ooh, yeah, sacrifice
I
the
mean,
wheel
either
spins.
like I feel like it's kind of you can convince yourself either direction here.
Or you could do
Yeah.
nothing. You don't have to release them.
Because Booker T got that popularity, but if I don't figure out how to use him somehow, some way, he
Because
doesn't have a dance partner right now
Right.
either.
because like say, and this is just an example. I want you to do whatever you're feeling best on. But as an example, you could do Booker, Hogan, Shawn. You wouldn't get the wheel spins in the draft, but you would still be able to put on a good Mania main event in that scenario.
Yeah. I
So
know.
there's ways you can go. It's tricky if you want to do the wheel spin.
I mean,
But
for the people, I can't give up the wheel spin. So unfortunately, Booker T,
Gotta give up
it's
on
gotta be a
Oh my
one-on-one.
gosh.
Oh
It's
God.
gotta be a one-on-one.
Oh.
That card I played caused so much
Wow.
chaos here.
It really did, but at least it frees up. Although I'm a little nervous. If I go, you can do a GM interference on a triple threat, right? I was just nervous.
I think you would
Let's
just have,
try.
I think, two
Too
people
bad.
upset about it. Yeah.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
So juicy.
So this is
Wow.
my best shot. I'm
Dude.
gonna go ahead and buy this immediately. Although I do have another injury rehab 3. I thought I used it on. No, I sent Bliss to the.
The
Okay,
Spassky.
yeah. So I was gonna bring back Lyra this week, but I think I'm gonna let her sit just in case somebody else gets injured. Gets busy. So I'm gonna hold on to it just for now. We are gonna buy the pre-match physio for Shawn Michaels.
Crazy.
Shawn Michaels was a
Oh
recent
God, this
injury.
is
Here
so
we go.
intense.
I'm gonna
dude.
go sign Booker T.
Yeah, please. Somebody needs him. I was hoping for so much for Booker at Mania. He climbed his way to the top.
He did.
From riding in with JBL to doing incredible things. I'm gonna give Get Schooled 3 to Chad Gable. It's gonna get him up to level 15 at least. Could probably
Oh
try
yeah,
to
it
get
definitely
Jade.
will. He needs
Yeah,
probably
we'll do
like 8
that.
to get to level 15.
Level 17. We'll figure out that later. Limited stock, double the price of the power cards next week. I'm actually also going to probably give this one to Cody. So if he can't buy anything to use on me at Mania, so I'm going to go ahead. Yeah.
That's smart.
And
God,
I could do it to
dang.
Cheek because he threw the biggest wrench into my plan.
Stop
but I'm hoping my defensive card is going to persuade or sway you not to go after me this week or next week. Right?
I know. This is big brain time. This is.
Yeah, we're all.
Cody is sitting back smiling because my card caused so much havoc. It's really all started because of that John Cena promise that you made, Canada. If you hadn't have made that
Dominoes.
promise,
The dominoes!
Booker T would still be on your roster today. Don't blame me.
And the fact that nobody does my GM like CodyVerse, no one else would have Canada's problem of going, like, no one else has to worry about I'm sacrificing chaos in the 2K25 draft. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
we have extra lore here, so that's why you need to be subbed up to this damn channel. You can watch everyone else play boring old MyGM against computer, nothing funny, nothing crazy, or you can watch us be cutthroat and have to deal with all these extra factors that nobody else does. Watch
Nobody
us.
else.
Nobody.
Okay, I'm gonna put Jade Cargill and JC Jane in a match. Possibly Trish Stratus just to have 2 triple threats because I like triple threats. We're also going to rock the 51st State versus the 51st State and JBL Chad Gable. I'm gonna throw a title belt, the Intercontinental title on the line here. And then I guess the only other thing we can do is have China call out Alexa Bliss. 1 backstage brawl. Forgot about that already. Can't be that match. I'm thinking this match, although JC might get injured.
She's about 40. She'll just be rough next week if you need to book her.
I'm going to put a backstage brawl on that bad boy. And then we get that. Hopefully, I mean, I'm due for the chance to hit, man. It hasn't hit the first 2 times.
Oh yeah, true. You got the potential for the extra power card.
I'm due, and it could be the difference maker here.
It really could.
Fondue.
Let me just see if I need to do anything else here. Charity
That one was
promo
almost.
What's that?
What was that one that was almost done? Oh, that never mind. That was complete. Okay.
Charity's just not gonna happen by then. Especially we need somebody really with a level 5 to call it to do a charity. Actually, I know I'm not gonna get it, but we're gonna call out next week anyways because Shawn Michaels hopefully wins, gets the week off, and we'll have a showdown at WrestleMania, baby. All right, I think.
Oh, how quickly the plans change.
Holy crap, that was a fast turnaround. 2 vacant titles.
Life comes at you, man.
Actually, no, I will do this.
I think all your men's titles are vacant because you don't have tag champs either.
Actually, no, I'm not, because it drains extra stamina. I'm not gonna put it on.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it on. We'll save that title match for WrestleMania. And I'm gonna.
Oh.
I can't put any stippies on. I can't put any stippies on. Everybody's hurt.
Stippies?
You can put stippies on.
I can't. Maybe a tables match. No, I don't even want that one to rate better. And I don't want them. Okay, I'm ending it. Go away.
Oh,
There,
man.
man.
All right. First things first. Rock wants to talk, so I gotta see what's going on. Oh, he just wants to stay for 52,000. So let's talk figures. Your opening offer sounds 5. We are locking, rocking, and
Hell
socking.
yeah.
Dang.
Whew, all right, that's a big relief. Okay. The Miz contract is up at the end of the week.
Ooh.
Sayonara, Miz. You are no longer needed.
Damn.
We hardly knew you.
Oops.
Oh.
Wait, didn't I put her in the main, or did I end up
You
switching that?
you swapped it for the
Oh,
card.
I
at the
forgot.
end.
Oh well, who cares? We're just trying to limp into Mania.
Yeah.
And then Clubberella feels like she's the fall woman every week. Whatever my next match is, I want to win. How the hell you expect? That match was rigged. You know, Rhodes got it in for me.
So he's
I want to
talking
meet
about.
him.
He's
Is he
about
talking to
Dusty here.
himself?
No,
No,
he's talking
Nobody
about Dusty
knows.
here. He's talking about Dusty.
he's talking in the third person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mad at myself, daddy.
I thought we're in the ring the next 3 weeks so I can beat my daddy. Within the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, so you could just say
Ooh.
yes and lie to this. Because there won't be a season 4 where you have to meet the maker on your lies.
All right.
Yeah.
He's smiling with teeth.
He's hell yeah.
That's the only promise I got besides Clubberella. Man, all right. Sure, your least popular bruiser is in a match. What do I get? Contract
that
negotiation. That
sucks.
does nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we're all right. We're all right. Let's just check.
Ooh. Homecoming. That's so.
That's rude.
That's so hard to get in your store. To
Damn.
have that now is fucking wild.
I'm gonna buy
I mean,
it.
you could technically get it and get that person for me, but what's the point? 60,000 and then.
Yeah.
Well, and they go away for 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be. That's insane for that to.
Well,
pop
yeah,
up
they'd be gone
now.
for 23, 24, and then they'd be back for Mania.
Oh,
Man.
fair. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We are gonna do this limited stocky.
Waste it on me. Just throw it in the garbage if you used it on me.
But it allows other stuff to hit him.
But you.
Oh my god! But what other
Actually,
stuff is
he
being
doesn't
played?
block this week. He blocks what we would use next week.
And.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
This-
yeah. That would hit me for next week. Okay. Yeah, you can use it. Don't use it on Cody because I already used one on him, is what I'm trying to say also. So don't use it on Cody.
Okay.
You already did. Use it on me.
Okay. And this is my final bullet in the chamber because
Alright,
I'm all
yeah.
out of cards and I'm not gonna be able to reload the clip here. So, all right, we have a show to book, people. So,
As Chico sets up the first match, I wish I could offer a prize for this. But if there's someone out there that knows the stats on who has hit who with cards, It'll take me forever to get through. But if someone randomly for some reason happens to know that, I would love to see like when we get to the end of Mania, like what the distribution was on card usage.
That would be cool. That would be real cool.
Big titties, cool.
Huh? All right, so I got this week and next week. We got to get Kane and Undertaker double boosted. We got to get The Rock up a notch with Stone Cold. And then we got Mankind and Dude Love. So we got 2 rivalries fully fledged. Hopefully we can get up to 4 by the end of this episode. And then even the ladies, they're working their way up. So hopefully we can keep progressing naturally. We need The Rock to get into the ring with Stone Cold here one more time, and we're gonna need Stone Cold to. I gotta work on that. I'm gonna do a call out though. 3. They're both 3, so we're gonna have Kane call out Taker. Because I need to do a role change. And we're going to have Taker switch roles. So Taker's going to be a good guy in this.
Good guy Taker.
Good guy Taker. And then, so hopefully this goes to level 4. Hopefully that gets to a level 3 ski. Oh, man.
I know, it's just stressful.
No, dude. Oh, man. All right. Stardust, Cody Rhodes.
Triton's big ass.
Triton's big ass. Let's do... I don't know if this is the proper way to go about everything. We have Stardust. Be a good guy.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh. I know. This is insane.
The wheels are turning.
The wheels are turning. The world is burning.
So much.
Dude. We're going to have Macho and Nacho actually face off.
Hell yeah.
Because they have so much stamina just oozing. Oh, man. Ooh, this is the last week of Mizzy. So we're gonna have
The Miz.
Muhammad, The Miz. We're gonna have Uncle Howdy. We're gonna have Dragon Lee.
Dragging these nuts, Lee.
And actually, I'm gonna have Post Malone because he's 22 in the ring, so I'm gonna opt for that over. Okay. And there's a couple things I've been wanting to do. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold your horses.
The horses are being held. Yeah, so Miz is gonna go.
Bye, Miz. Yeah, signing him would have been a mistake.
Shut up. How long have you been holding on to that?
Just thought of it.
And Dragon Lee's with us till the end of the year, but
Oh.
I think we could use the extra 10K that he will provide.
You like dragons?
You like dragons? Ooh. Everyone else is...
Oh.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
Scared me. I was like, whoa. I got scared.
Okay. I got it now. I'm gonna do this.
We're curving.
No.
Oh man, this is madness.
It's
That's
right
when-
now in Cheek's brain. It's where there's like all the
There's-
SpongeBob's running around and there's fire everywhere.
There is like 5 different things I want to do, but I only have like 1 or 2 slots to do them in. So I'm just, whenever I think, oh, that's going to be good, then something else happens. So
Oh, it's gonna be good.
So we're just gonna do this right here, right now. Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Oh
God.
Oh.
Gosh,
Going all in on this one.
120,000 though. 120,000.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Problem is they're both just the heel thing sucks.
Yeah. This is what it is.
So I don't even think I could be on the end of my curve. Same thing with this. I'm gonna say ladies. I'm gonna say that's the curve. I think. But
Hard to
we
put
are
it back yet, but
we are getting rid of a legend. And we'll find out. We'll find out more next week. We'll find out more next week. I'm gonna keep something in the chamber that has been needing to be in the chamber. And Stone Cold's gonna go to the spa because I gotta
might
use
as
up.
well.
Might as well. And there's
The
another
blip.
spa.
The blip
Cactus
blip.
Jack, Bang Bang.
Oh,
Bang,
they let
bang,
you use
bang.
2 of those in the same week. Huh.
Injury rehab, no one's hurt. I don't have an in. So
Can I have
who
one?
else could go to the health spa? I might save that for next week. And then
I will say real quick, though, if you're health spawning somebody next week, it wouldn't really matter because that means they already made it to Mania.
true. Okay.
It's like a weird conundrum.
I guess we can get Dudesters a little more stam. And then any pre-match physio. I don't really need anybody to have pre-match physio. The only one, and Kane isn't even fighting this week, so I guess we can maybe put it on Rhea Ripley. Don't even really need it, but
And the casket match, you're gonna get 20,000 fans. So if you wanted the network special, would get you an extra 5.
ooh,
You either got to use that this week or next week.
yes.
Yeah.
See, I could really put on a banger of a show next week too, though. I think I'm gonna hold.
Hold. We're all using that next week. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go balls out next week. Pray we make it to Mania, just limping into the show, because then it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Because there are some things I'm gonna do. All right, so I think I'm good.
Oh.
We're emptying the clip. Next week's gonna be a banger.
Oh man.
All right, we kick it off on ECW. And, of course, 2 weeks ago, we found out the reveal that Razor has been the one running the show. And it's been a little barbaric here now. Ted DiBiase has not been seen. But we got word that tonight we're going to get to the roots of the original ECW because every match tonight has with it a stipulation. Desperate times as New Necklace Gang tries to funnel the money to become the best brand and feed their business. Who the godfather of that business will be gets determined at WrestleMania. But tonight kicks off with Eddie Guerrero defending his television title in a submission match against Mr. Perfect. And Eddie locks in the lasso from El Paso for a 3.5-star victory. We do not get the extra level, but at least we got one. We'll take it as a moral victory. But then Tony D'Angelo comes out to the ring and says, "Hey, Razor, you says that there's going to be a match between me and you at WrestleMania. The winner is the godfather of NNG. The winner is the ECW champion. But I also saw that you decided that tonight is going to be Sticks Lorenzo versus Brooks Jensen. Boys, they fighting in the ring tonight. So I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of a proposal. How about the winner of tonight's main event gets to join us and compete for the role of the Godfather, compete for the role of ECW champion as CodyVerse comes to a close in WWE 2K24. Because I think there's such a story would make people like, share, and subscribe. And we'll have to see what Razor says to that later on tonight. Then the big news, folks. Apollo Cruz del Toro is out. Big Fiend Energy is in. They are taking on the Fananimals for the tag titles in a tornado tag. And Big Fiend Energy on... Oh, Jesus. That did way better than I thought it would.
Wow. Damn.
Ruins my curve, but we'll take the... I mean, I'm not going to be pissed that a match got 4.5. Holy Moses. That match supposed to really be specializing. All right, so 4.5 stars. Big Fiend Energy, your new tag team champions. We get a rivalry going. Yeah, holy hell. Did not expect that to go that well. Not upset about it. And then Bret Hart comes out to the ring and says, I got an issue with Ken Shamrock. Because this man has been ducking me since day one. So I challenge him one more time at WrestleMania, and I'm going to put him in the sharpshooter, and I'm going to make Ken Shamrock tap out. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even have to say Bill Goldberg. That felt like I kind of was on there a little bit. I don't know.
I liked it.
It didn't. I usually got to go Bill Goldberg, and that sets me up. We just went for it. Didn't go as terrible as I thought, and because of that, the rivalry is level 3 between Thank You, and Ken Shamrock. Needed that. Obviously, we'd love to get stuff level 4, but right now we'll take level 3s. Then we go to the women's division. The other big domino here tonight is positively Piper's stamina. She is at 40. That means she is at risk for injury here. We used the physio on Mr. Perfect to save him. Piper goes down here. We have a level 3, maybe a level 4 feud in jeopardy for Mania. A little bit of a risk for the sake of a good show. I don't even care who wins. It's Dakota Kai getting the job done. Kaiden Carter helps her out. 3.5 stars and no injury, but no level increase here for them. So that match will probably have 1 level 4 feud, 1 level 3 feud going into Mania because I don't think I can risk Piper again next week. And then Razor Ramon comes out to the ring. And remember, Razor Ramon talks like this now, Chico. Unless he decides to go back to his old ways, Chico. Either way, man. And Razor Ramon says, you know what, Tony? You got yourself a deal. It's going to be Brooks Jensen versus Stakes Lorenzo. Tonight's main event, Iron Man match between two guys that truly be hating each other. I think there's good television, and I think it's going to be great because after Stakes beats that scrawny little Brooks Jensen's ass, it's going to be me, him, and you in a triple threat at WrestleMania. If you don't think Stacks ain't going to pass up the opportunity to knock your teeth in and then make sure that I stay in place as a Godfather and he becomes the Don, you're out of your mind. You're putting yourself in a handicap match, you dope. I accept. And it's main event. The winner finds their way in to the WrestleMania title match for the title of the Godfather 4. The ECW Championship, it's all on the line. It's Stacks and Brooks Jensen. Back and forth they go. Oh, baby. We love that.
Damn.
Back and forth these two lions go. They are kicking out of everything. It gets towards the end of the match, and there is no score. And panic starts to set in. Razor Ramon runs out to the ring. And he grabs the official by the shirt. We can't hear what he's saying to the official. But Brooks Jensen runs in. He knocks Razor down. Gets back in the ring. Stacks rolls him up. And the referee fast counts. 1, 2, 3. And they run off. And the timer hits 0. Stacks Lorenzo is in the main event. But then as Stacks goes to run out and celebrate, Tony D'Angelo cuts him off and starts walking him back to the ring. And while Razor Ramon stares at what's going on up there, Brooks slides in the ring, and just like Razor did previously to Tony, Brooks hits a low blow on Razor, dropping him to the mat. He handcuffs Razor Ramon to the ropes. He's got nowhere to go. And then they back Stacks up to the ring because the power has shifted. Brooks holds down Stacks while Tony puts on those knuckle dusters, puts on those brass knuckles that he had to eat. And he looks at Razor and says, no surprise, huh? You had to cheat to find your way. But I'm going to make this real clear for you. I know WrestleMania is just a couple weeks away. You know what? Stacks, congratulations. You end the match. But here's the deal, Razor. You either put Brooks Jensen in the match with us, and we make it a fatal four-way for the Godfather. We make it a fatal four-way for the ECW championship. Or you can kiss Stacks goodbye, because we'll get far away from this arena before they find a way to get them handcuffs off you, buddy. And Razor thinks they're bluffing. He's not having it. But Stacks starts to beg Razor. Put him in the match. And Tony says, Brooks Jensen has worked his ass off for 3 years for his WrestleMania moment. I'll be damned if it's taken from him by your scheming. Because you can't finesse a finesser. You see, Razor, you wanted me to be the Godfather. You taught me a lot of tricks, my friend. So consider yourself played. Consider it checkmate. Put Brooks in the match. And the crowd starts chanting, we want Brooks. We want Brooks. We want Brooks. Razor screaming, hey, no way, Chico. But in the screaming tone that he can do. And they go back and forth, and finally, as they start to rip the necklaces from Razor's neck, Razor agrees. He doesn't want to lose the gold around his neck. It means too much. He says, okay, he's in. At WrestleMania, it's a fatal four-way. Razor Ramon versus Stacks Lorenzo versus Brooks Jensen versus Tony D'Angelo. The winner is the Godfather of New Necklace Gang and the final ECW champion. You happy? And Tony says, not yet. And then he takes a swing and knocks out Stacks with the brass knuckles anyway and says, now I'm happy, Razor, as the show comes to a close.
Oh boy, I'm actually nervous. All right. SmackDown comes to an open, and we got Kevin Owens, Kurt Angle. Kevin Owens has despised Kurt Angle for weeks. Kurt Angle is the reason Kevin Owens is no longer the Universal Champion, and Kurt Angle has just been antagonizing. Kurt Angle almost doesn't even really care that he lost this title. He understands that more is on the line. He lost it at Survivor Series. He knows the one-on-one needs to happen. He used to be a GM. He knows the stakes Xavier Woods I am going through. So he just keeps bugging Kevin Owens. He's like, yeah, you're going to be the 51st state soon, Canada. You ready, buddy? And Kevin Owens is like, whatever. We won the Four Nations tournament. And Kurt Angle says, we need the rubber match. And this is not it, because it needs to be for gold at Mania. You can call this a warm-up. And Kevin Owens is warmed up. It's been a while since he's won a match, and that's a good little match.
Good little match.
China. Good little match. China.
Good little promo.
Good little promo.
China.
She says, I despise that sound when Alexa Bliss says my name 9 times in a row, and Alexa Bliss says, that's clearly Donald Trump. And China says, no, it is you. I know it's you. and they are ready to go at it at WrestleMania.
Let's go.
And JBL, and what I've noticed on JBL is his name almost perfectly sits on top of his hat.
Oh, that's cute.
Cool.
Yeah. He did not like being shooshed by Chad Gable. And he meets up with Chad Gable. He says, let's go to the ring to discuss this one-on-one because you do not shush a wrestling god. And Chad Gable says, shoosh. And he says, no, it's shush, 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 shush. And they just keep going back and forth. And who wins? It's the shush.
Oh.
The shush takes over. But what does that mean for WrestleMania? Find out. And the Hulkster says, brother, I'm going there, dude. Come here for WrestleMania. And I think Shawn Michaels better win that title tonight. I don't know why I went with that.
He just like he put in some chaw in halfway through the promo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We needed a Triple H demanded a backstage brawl. So I said, Jade, go get him. And Jade Cargill runs to the back, attacks JC Jane. Trish Stratus says, what are you doing? And Jade Cargill hits her with a pump handle slam as well. And this one gets underway. And will Jade be able to come on top? No, because she doesn't win a match ever. And JC Jane, she is the lone Black Widow, ducking everything Jade was throwing, and eventually comes out on top. Trish Stratus had no shot because she also doesn't win. But Black Widows, what is going to happen to the Black Widows in 2K25? Stay tuned and find out, because here at the main event, we're so scared.
Oh, man.
John Cena has demanded a championship shot. And I said, shit, I really can't do this. So I said, Shawn Michaels, I need you to go out there and win, but I need an insurance policy. So I went to Logan Paul and I said, listen, if you can go out there tonight and insure Shawn Michaels, this is for the brand. If you can ensure Shawn Michaels wins, I will give you a shot at your People's Championship again at WrestleMania. So please go out there and hope you wear and make sure Shawn Michaels wins. Because Logan Paul, if you win, or if John Cena wins, I might have to release you.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God!
Release!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my gosh!
Okay. This is fine. No, it's not.
Oh, my gosh. I need a minute to process, because
Wow.
that card I played and the promise you made to Cena both eventually resulted in what we just saw.
Oh.
A good reminder that all of your actions have consequences.
Canada,
And
I do want to take just a fast moment just to say thank you, though, because that probably just increased so much of the watch time on this video, because people are like, what the fuck's he going to do? So thank you
Wow.
for that.
that's insane.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh,
And on vice versa on ECW in his main event, long ago I traded him Stax Lorenzo. So
Cheek's
I
been
wanna
the
say
puppet master this whole time.
Hey,
That's what
I'm
it
just the
is.
puppeteer, baby. Anyways, all right, we have a show over here on WCW as well. We got Macho and Nacho. No stipulations. These men are both stammed up because they have been training for this match for such a long time. This is quite possibly one of the final times they meet in the ring before Mania, when we will reveal their ultimate match stipulation. So right now, Triton is tired of being called fat, and Macho Man doesn't care. He says,
Shut up, fatty.
yeah. Old Slim got beat again in the ring. Macho Man comes out on top, eating Slim Jims and tossing the wrappers all over Triton's body. And then, thank the Lord, Kane, we knew we could trust you in the promo.
More than Batista, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and Kane just cuts the promo. He says, how did Canada go? We got the big old trucks around here. We got the, Undertaker. You're my brother. And you shouldn't have left me in that fire there when we were little kids. I told you this. Mom and Pa, man, You thought you left me to die, but here I am. I'm back, and I'm coming for you.
Damn it.
Damn it.
And the rivalry grows. And so that is perfect because I couldn't do the double call out this week because we needed Undertaker to change roles. And then we have some serious business to take care of right now. Cody Rhodes is having the ultimate identity crisis. Last week, his father, special guest refereed a match between himself. And Cody Rhodes still insists that Dusty Rhodes loves Stardust more than his own son, even though Dusty Rhodes swears, Stardust, you are my son. Cody, you are my son. And Cody already put Dusty in the casket once. But now, Cody Rhodes says, I've had enough. Someone is going in the casket tonight, and someone is going to be gone for good.
Oh
my
boy.
God.
Wow.
Stardust closes the casket on the American Nightmare. Says the nightmare is over. There is no more Cody Rhodes. It has only ever been Stardust. And he goes backstage and finds Dusty Rhodes and says, I'm finally home, Daddy. Wow, what? And just like that, Cody Rhodes is available for the first time in a long time for one of these opposing brands. Yeah, one of these opposing brands. Cody Rhodes is officially on the Mania market. And Undertaker says,
Shit.
that was a great casket match between family, and stick around to watch my Mania match, as I too will bury my family. But somehow the fans loved it and thought he was a good guy. I thought he was being a good guy about it. Like, he's not the asshole in this. All right. There we go. And then, what could be the last match on this brand for a lot of these superstars? We let Uncle Howdy get in the ring because, you know what? He's got the Stam-Stams. Post Malone's got Stam-Stams and pepperoni nipples. The Miz has announced that this will be his final match on this brand because he is miserable. And then Muhammad Ali, he has meant so much to this brand. He has been to the top. He's been our champion. He's fought hard in a lot of specials on this channel. This could be his last match, depending on how we need to squeeze things into the Mania card. There's a lot of good slots that need filled, and I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of roster time. So, oh wow, disappointing. Boo, you guys. See, that's why I didn't want to put on the all network special thing, because I knew I could bring some heat next week. But Muhammad Ali sends the Miz packing, and potentially Uncle Howdy and Posty Boy.
Posty Boy.
Let's go, dude. I knew I could trust The Rock. When you need something done on the mic, you let The Rock talk to the people. And he says again, I know it can get you guys fired up, and it's the people's eyebrow. It's way better than those two sausage fingers that you guys see every night covered in ice cold beer. The people's eyebrow is the official eyebrow of the WWE. The rivalry grows to a full and luscious level 4. And hoping to see some more rivalries grow, we have a fatal 4-way with the ladies. Ronda Rousey, Cloverella, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. The title is on the line. Becky Lynch pried the title last week from the smooth hands of Rhea Ripley. And now Becky Lynch has to put that title on the line again this week. It is musical chairs with the title. But does the title change hands?
Damn.
No! Damn,
Double
and
pop again.
dude, these rivalries are juiced up. I'm telling you, I got one more crack next week to try to get both of these to level 4. But a great match nonetheless. And Becky Lynch, can she run the gauntlet and get the title going into Mania? What a show. Good job, boys and ladies.
All right, well, we're not going to be able to say that to Theodore Long. We'll see what he tosses. He's running out of time as
Tomato
well.
champ.
And he's got Beard versus Stash to kick things off. Chuck McSwaggin, Tommaso Ciampa. The rivalry continues, and the Beard wins it yet again. Beards have just been dominating Stash.
Team Beard.
Yeah, hashtag Team Beard for sure. Level 3 on the rivalry. 3.5 stars, though. Beard and Stash could clash.
He signed
at
Hurricane.
Mania.
Yeah, he's
He did. Hurricane, who did he team up with last week? Oh, he's getting popularity this week.
That's right.
I forget who they teamed up with to beat Honky Tonk and Karrion Kross. Oh, no, he teamed up with Luke Gallows and they lost because Luke Gallows needed to hire a superhero because life's falling apart. But this week, Hurricane said, I'm not here for other people, but I can be your superhero for hire. And 5 people loved that. And then R-Truth, he finally escaped Luke Gallows, who thought he was Coral Anderson the whole time. But now he's got to deal with the Honky Tonk Man. And R-Truth gets the win. 2 stars, rivalry level 2, and he didn't get hurt. I was waiting for it to happen. And Blair Davenport, just boring old Blair Davenport now on Raw. She doesn't have the same personality, the same vigor that she did back on her Smack Diddly Down days. So she only gets 1 popularity for her promo. But another former SmackDown star, Isla Dawn, a former ECW star, and Nikki. They continue their feud here. Extreme Rules. And it is going to be Nikki getting a 3-star victory. Their rivalry up to level 2. And then the Iron Sheik continues to tell Angel Garza, you are not the face of America. I will be the face of America. Iran #1, America Aktui on your United States Championship. Your days are numbered unless Theodore Long decides to randomly have us do a call-out promo on WrestleMania, which would make no sense, but it's highly possible. And then we got, oh, damn, the Fallon Henley, Trixie Gambit. I mean, they are pissed because I was going to say we haven't seen them in a while. I'm going to assume that's why they're pissed. They are quite angry here with a lot of stamina. Not a lot of popularity these days. We're meshing feuds here. I respect the move by Theodore. Lita wins this Fatal 4-Way.
Ooh.
Her and Charlotte are already level 4, so there's no move. Fallon Henley and Trixie Gambit up to level 3. But are they too mad to be able to see it through? We'll have to find out. So for our rundowns here, ECW, 3.5 stars in the opener. Eddie Guerrero, Lasso from El Paso, gets Mr. Perfect tap out. Rivalry up to level 2. Our second match was so good, we get marked for a poor opening. Hopefully things were still good enough that doesn't kill me too much, but this did way better than I expected. Big Fiend Energy, your new tag team champions over the Fananimals. Then Dakota Kai winning the tail match. Kaiden Carter helps her out. 3.5 stars there. And in the main event, 5 stars. Stacks defeats Brooks with some nefarious means. But we now know it's going to be a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania. On the call side of things, Tony and Razor are level 3 with the double down working for both. And then Bret Hart able to call Ken Shamrock for level 3 there. On Smack, diddly down, Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle in an exhibition. It's not the official rubber match yet, but Kevin Owens gets the 3-star victory. Their rivalry up to level 4. Shush beats Shush in a 3-star match as JBL takes down Chad Gable. They are up to level 3. JC Jane continues the role, and Jade Cargill, like you said, Canada just has not been able to find those victories. She wins a backstage brawl between those two as well as Trish Stratus, 2.5 stars. And then Chaos in the main event. Xavier Woods needed Shawn Michaels. It ends up being Logan Paul winning the title. 4 stars. Logan Paul, John Cena stay level 2, but Cena injured. It was for 2 weeks, so I assume it says 1 week because he already healed one, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
But it says 1 week there. Maybe because it's Mandy? I don't know, but...
I thought it said 3. Anyway.
Does he have... Oh, I can't pull it up here. Maybe he has the thing that Steiner had, where his injury's like less by a couple weeks.
That'd be cool.
That's all I got. Yeah, that threw me off. If it was 3, I bet that's definitely what it was. And then China calls out Alexa Bliss, convinced that she is the voice of Donald Trump. to push their feud to level 4 out of Mania. On WCW, 3 stars for the Macho Man taking down the Nacho Man. We'll see if Triton can conquer his greatest foe as we approach WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes failed to conquer his greatest foe himself. Stardust has consumed him and taken over. 2.5-star victory in the casket match. Muhammad Ali wins the Fatal 4-Way as The Miz goes out the door. Uncle Howdy and Post Malone don't step up. A disappointing 1.5-star there. But in the main event, 3.5 stars. Both for the 3rd straight week. Both rivalries pop here. Becky Lynch hangs onto the belt. All these rivals up to level 3. Can they 4-peat? We'll have to see. Kane successfully calling out The Undertaker for level 3. Undertaker's now happy, joy.
Happy, joy. Happy, joy. Happy, joy.
And then The Rock calls out Stone Cold. They are officially at level 4. And then finally, AI Raw. Beard takes down Stash. 3.5 stars there, up to level 3. R-Truth over the Honky Tonk Man. 2 stars in the match, 2 levels on the rivalry. 3 stars for Nikki taking down Isla Dawn. They are level 2. And in the main event, okay, I was thrown off. It just says found Henley and Trixie Gambit twice. Their rivalry goes level 3. Lita and Charlotte are already level 4. Lita wins the Fatal 4-Way 3-star main event. And the Iron Sheik calls out Angel Garza, pushing their feud to level 2. All right, 130 on our rating score, 42,000 fans, $154,000. Also might have helped that match was Big Fiend Energy had immediate chemistry, so maybe that was also a domino.
Wow.
That I thought that match would get like 3.5 or 4, but I also thought Eddie and Perfect would do better. But maybe that explains the 4.5. Pleasant surprise. It doesn't look like mixing up the order hurt me that bad there. 116 for SmackDown. They're going to get 40,000 fans and $105,000 for WCW. 116 rating score, 45,000 fans.
Let's go.
And $87,000 for AI Raw. It's going to be a 118 for them, 30,000 fans, and $135,000. So there's the 5.5 milli for ECW. We get Bad Timing, which is a nothing card at this point. Canada going to get Schooled 3, which could be big, give someone a boost. Maybe give them an ability going to Mania. They also will get pre-match physio as the second reward for their commissioner goal. And then for WCW, they're going to get a contract negotiation, which
I'm using it.
which Sheik is going to be using. Technically could save you money because you could sign someone for 1 week instead of 2. So not entirely worthless. And there are the standings. We've got one more show to book. I got really scared for a second, but I forgot I've never had a women's champion. I'm like, why is there nobody by Ted?
Aww.
I panicked for a moment, even though it's been like that for multiple weeks now. For some reason, I just now felt that heart attack. But Canada leads by 17,000 fans. And then I am up 47,000 fans on Cheek. We got one more booking before WrestleMania. And, of course, we got to go to Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
Okay, limited stock. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be a good booking session right here. Let's see what Canada does.
Yeah.
Appreciate the title shot. He didn't get the gold. He didn't fucking lose either, dude. Okay. Trish doesn't have the 36K. She's not happy. She's going to have to keep Trish for sure. So we'll say, yeah. Okay. Same with Chad Gable. He's got the Schuster versus the Shush.
Schuster.
He's got to stick around. 21.5. Neutral. We'll just pay it. $5,000. Not going to break a bank. $5,000 could break a bank.
Ooh, Kurt Angle's got a fight.
Okay. Kurt Angle fights this week. That's tough. Actually, I think I wanted that to happen anyways. Okay. Let me go look. I know, I'm scared.
How's your headspace right now? Are you all right?
It's not great.
Man.
Not great. Let me take a look at this real quick. Can get Alexa Bliss up to 20, which I think I'm gonna do, or Chad Gable up to 20. I'm gonna hold on to it just for now. I can't make that. I can't make any decisions right now. Okay. Let me look here. Logan Paul, John Cena. Where's John Cena? Only 1 week. We can keep that. So I don't have to totally worry about that. I do need to try to strip Paul this week, but he might get injured. The only way to do that would be to do my best, or special guest referee, and we can make it Jade Cargill. Let's just say, let's just put that in for now, because I'm liking special guest referee over GM interference after what just happened. Make sure that's on. I would have cried. This is my only kind of shot at an idea. Logan Paul likely gets injured, so I don't want to use my rehab on anyone just yet. Although I do, I do want to bring Lyra back this week. Everybody watching, just bear with me. I know this is going to be kind of a
We're at the
crazy
stretch for the view. I mean, this is genuinely like, I mean, this is it. There's not another season. And again, for us, where we finish determines the order that we're selecting brands and GMs in 2K25. So this does carry early momentum in 2K25. That's also why Candace struggling to what to do with the title, because he knows if Hulk Hogan's in that one-on-one world title main event match at Mania, he has the ability. It's not a guarantee, but Sheik and I are spinning wheels that could be nothing bad for us, could be something terrible for us. So it could potentially set him up really well for next year.
Could be about. And at this point, I don't know. I feel like I'm only 17,000. I know you're going to put on a banger of a WrestleMania with all your cash that you're going to have with the $1 Million Man card. So I don't like looking forward like this, thinking I'm going to be in second place by the end of this, but I feel like I'm going to be in second place. So I'd really rather have the wheel as at least something to come out of this season. So it will be one-on-one. Unfortunately, the Rumble winner is going to go into Mania as the champion. Maybe
if it works, but again, that really still counts based on our definition. So
yeah, this is really gonna go crazy when it comes down.
God,
if Logan Paul wins, this is just gonna be absolute pandemonium.
It'd be the most Logan Paul thing ever to
totally
just middle finger you there.
This release is punk ass.
Yeah, I know, right? What I'm gonna want to do. Okay, let me book the rest of the show here. Kurt Angle is getting in a match. I'm nervous he's going to get hurt. But we're going to have to do it. Do it to him. I think Chad Gable and JBL are also going to have to be in a match. Douche versus Shush. And I just need a middle match here. So I think I will need Jade, but I can... Oh, man. Special guest. You know what I'm going to do? For a special guest referee, I'm going to sign somebody, because we've seen special guest referees get hurt. I was going to put Alexa Bliss in, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign Neon Brightstar for 1 week, and she is going to be the special.
How intense is that? You like just get called as a random indie wrestler, and you're just like, hey, you're going to be the ref for this main event world title match.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire here. I'm going to put together a triple threat of China, Trish Stratus, and Jade. Although Jade might walk if she loses this match, and she's prone to lose because she has not. I need to see her record real quick just to stall. A 1-11.
That's tough.
She is. Yeah, that is tough. I do put her in a lot of fatal four ways, so that is also tough. And technically, I don't need this one to rate really well, so I'm going to do China's Trish Stratus. I know it's not going to rate awesome, but whatever. We got to get into Mania. And the last thing I'm going to do here is we're going to make another really low signing, or looky-loo here. I'm going to do it again because it's only 1,000. I'm going to do it one more time.
It's only 1,000.
Here, perfect. This is what I wanted. Boston Connor, Ty Schmidt coming in for 1 week. TMS going to tag against the 51st State.
Wow. And just
It
get
might
wrecked.
get hurt. That's why we're saving everything that we got here. Shawn Michaels is going to call out Hulk Hogan. The advertising queen is going to do some charity, and Jade Cargill also going to cut some charity. Going to get some last minute fans crammed into these doors. I'm going to use the pre-match physio on either Kevin Owens or Booker T. Hold on, let me go see that John Cena thing. Quick recovery, yes. So he was injured for 3 weeks, and it brought him back down.
Scott Steiner ability saved it.
That's huge. Okay. I'm trying to see here. I feel like I'm in shambles. Like currently in shambles. What I'm going to do is I am going to give it to Alexa Bliss, boost her up to 21, get her ready for the pay-per-view, injury rehab, pre-match physio, either Kevin Owens or Kurt Angle, PLE relief, 10 stamina after every PLE. I didn't even notice that. Sick, dude. Too bad we couldn't get Kevin Owens to 25. Maybe should have used the 3 on him.
He wouldn't have got there though. Once you're that far, it's like 30 XP per
tough,
level.
eh? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Kevin Owens. He's slightly lower. That's my only reasoning. And hope they come out on top. And no, I'm not even gonna interfere, just because we've seen interferences go the wrong way, especially for jobbers and especially for goddamn Logan Paul. Oh, we did a GM interference who just defies his GM. So this is gonna be an interesting match tonight. He might get injured too, but at least if he's injured, hopefully it's not more than 3 weeks. The only reason I'm keeping that around, I really, really, really wanted to bring Lyra back this week and end that in a cage. But hell, this might need to be a Mania match itself. I might not have that much bodies in a level 4 feud. Ending in something like a cage or something else, because it's a pay-per-view, will also be interesting. So there we go. We're limping into Mania, as one does.
Whew.
I think this is fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to use that just because we have to.
God.
The casket match or submission. Well, the submission does nothing. It might have to be a casket match.
Boom.
China versus Alexa Bliss. We'll see how that goes. Get ready, people, baby, because we're locking in this Mania run to the moon. That's not really going to help us, but hey. Maybe the bonus card will lock it in, Vern.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm up. All right. Clubbarella. Look at this. This has got to stop. I'm seriously unhappy with this never-ending string of losses. Come on, you have to do better than this. Then why don't you just win, damn it? What do you want me to do? Go out there, do it for you? I can't.
Yeah, it might not work.
Uncle Howdy, I need to wipe that smug smile off Ollie's face. I want to fight him again within the next 2 weeks. Sure. I'll make it happen. I'll show everyone who's the real winner this time. Sure you will, Howdy. Ooh, if I have a tornado tag, I can get a useless card. Okay. We only have 264,000. Let's take a quick... Ooh. Damn. That might be something. Steal 2% of fans. That might close the gap. GM interference. Book the show. Provide an extra +2 show bonus. And be free to book this week. Oh.
That could be a lift to this show, along with the network special.
Damn.
If you have like a nothing match where you can just toss that in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bang.
Oh man. All right. I spent more than I wanted to on cards. That is for sure. But it's all right. From next week's show. So I'm gonna take this.
If you use it on me, you're throwing it in the garbage because I have the shield for next week.
I genuinely was gonna play it on Cody because I think he's gonna have the best Mania because he has that card and he's gonna be able to book all kinds of crazy ass matches.
True.
So it honestly has nothing to do with anything besides that fact.
That is true.
I just think he's genuinely going to put on a banger. So I'm going to steal 2%, and if that ends up being the difference between you guys, then that is a wild play.
That is.
So I'm going to
it's
go
all
ahead and
about.
lock that in. So Cody, book something crazy next week, and then
I mean, Cody has the same card. He could just steal it right back from you.
yeah, and then network special. I got to use that now. So we will lock this in. We're going to get 25% extra. And then GM interference. I got to book it this show. Because I don't really want to do it at Mania.
Right, yeah.
But it gives a +2 show bonus. Alright, now we'll do it here. Alright, and then that's really all I can do. So there is something I need to settle though.
A score.
Oh boy. It's always sketchy when Cheek pulls up the man of the roster section. You know someone's life's in jeopardy.
Wow.
I need
What
your
are his last
title.
words, though? I understand why, but he needs to have last words.
I gotta tell you all, I appreciate you so much for cheering on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I've had such a great time. WCW is always my home. I'm not getting released. I'm not leaving, but I am choosing to retire after losing my son, Cody Rhodes, after he went into that casket. I feel like I have to be true to myself, and I have to go and be at home with my son in peace, Daddy. So WCW, I give you my belt, and I trust you'll make a good use of it, Daddy. This is no goodbye. This is just a see you later. And he wipes the tear from his eye.
I'm wiping a tear from mine.
Damn. So
Run.
we gotta get the strap, and he does leave us with almost 10 grand of his cash. So
Not bad.
Dusty Rhodes, we thank you for your service, sir, and we pour one out for you and your son. The Rhodes family officially off the brand. Wow.
Wow.
That is
What a day.
crazy. That's crazy, dude. I never thought I would release that, man. He meant so much to this brand. Even Muhammad Ali's like, damn.
He's like hiding, just hoping you don't notice he's there.
So, anyways, with that being said, man, we need a new champion. We need a new champion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then Triton in there is a triple threat.
Stop it. So, part of the reason I needed to do it now, I was going to have it vacant and just at Mania have him fight for it, but I need the +10 popularity that one of them gets from having the strap. So, we're going to go ahead and shoot our wad right here. And then we need GM interference to be booked. Do we not? So, I need a little bit of a throwaway match because I don't want to do anything too crazy to piss off one of the guys before Mania. So we're going to go ahead. Can I GM interference with like a bigger... Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can. It's same thing. You're pissing off 3 people essentially instead of 1.
Okay. We're going to have Muhammad Ali get back in the mix. We're going to have Post Malone get in there because I don't want last week to be the week to go out. We're going to have Uncle Howdy and we're going to have Stardust. And you know what? We're going to do it for Muhammad.
Muhammad Ali.
He's been great to us. There we go. We have our GM interference on. And then, so we have to get Kane and Undertaker. That needs to get up to a level 4. But first things first, we got to go back to the well.
I hope it works. I need this to double pop 4 straight weeks.
That would be insane. We're not going to do stipulation. I don't even want to do a title match. Actually, I do because I'm nervous for Clubberella, but I think she'll be okay. I'm so nervous, but I'm not going to do a stipulation on it.
Oh.
But I just think with me doing the network special, I need the title match on to help boost this show. So I just pray that Clubberella comes out healthy. And then... So hopefully those can double pop to level 4. We gotta have Taker, who's a good guy now. We gotta have him get that up. I don't want to take any chances, so we're gonna have Kane. We're gonna do the double call out. I'm sure one of them's gotta hit. And then we still have to have a match. Damn. Let me chew on that.
You do have a contract negotiation if someone need to come in and fight the Bang Bang Mang.
The Bang Bang Mang. A small bonus of fans. We need a charity king. We're gonna have Cactus Jack do it, man. He's a title holder. He's a 5 on the promo skill.
Good pop on him too.
Yeah, good pop. We need him to get us some monies. And we got one more match to book, man. You know what? No, I'm not going to sign anybody. I'm going to save that. We're going to have Triton and Macho do it, man. Set the rivalry stale. We're going to do Fatal 4-Way, actually. We're just going to throw everyone in.
Hell yeah.
Because all these guys are going to make it to next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 2... Man. This is like a pre-Mania. This is a pre-Mania show right here. This is pretty good. Pretty juicy.
Pretty juicy.
And the
And
special on top of it.
Dude, the special on top, and I get a little
GM,
boosty for the GM interference. I do want to put a bunch of stipulations on, but I need to save some money for Mania. I'm under 200,000, so as much as I'd love to help chase the fans, I gotta stay close to the vest, and that is also why I will not, unfortunately, be adding any talent. So I think that's a quick and easy one. I'm not doing the commissioner goal because the card's useless. So this is our show. And Uncle Howdy got his promise fulfilled
Look at
right
that.
here. So
Might be the last promise you fulfill.
it could be, and that's what we're known for. That is our staple. So there we go. This is the last show before Mania, the go home show.
Ooh, all right, so we got double cost on our power cards, courtesy of SmackDown, and double cost on our matches, courtesy of SmackDown. And we've got Triple H in here chit-chatting. I'm nervous about what Teddy wants to talk to me about. It's probably pointless, but, that's Triple H letting us know that double cost on matches, double cost on power cards. Teddy, holla holla. Been watching the progress of ECW. Can't understand why I've been watching ECW over Raw. No accounting for taste, I guess. Anyways, I expect to be at the top of the podium by the end of the season. Teddy gonna just make the miracle run here. Bret Hart, psyched for the pay-per-view. Can't wait to put on a great show. Bret Hart wants to be at Mania. That's easy. Then we've got Stacks saying, hey, thanks for the rematch against Brooks. Told you I'd get the win. Great working with you, boss. But is he just emailing Razor at this point? I don't even know anymore. Mr. Perfect says his time comes to an end. 39,000. So we talk the figures and we pay the figures. And we have a deal. We'll see him next week. Least popular bruiser in a match for I know a guy. Technically could help me if I needed to sign someone at the buzzer due to like an injury or something. So we'll keep it in mind, but we don't need to chase it necessarily. Out of curiosity, least popular bruiser is going to be... I don't have a lot of bruisers. So it's going to be Brooks, who I probably will not be risking this week. So we will pass on that. Oh, boy. The temptation to just buy this, though, even though it's $180,000. So the thinking here would be I use special promotion this week. I spend a shit ton of money to do it again next week. and I would have the $1 Million Man cards. Like the matches would be free. The only thing would be I might not be able to do the charity promos to bring it home, but I think this would make up for that. We'll see how it looks like, but there's a high chance I do that. So network special, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use this right away because we know we can't use that next week. Then I'm just curious if it'll even let me do this card, and this is what I was wondering. So I'm very glad I didn't do this. I had an intrusive thought when I was booking last week that I could use Scouted on Canada because I had this new card, but I was like, this card literally can't impact anybody, so it might just give me a hard rejection. And if you didn't see that, no rival brands have contracts that can be reduced. So thank God I didn't do that because I have kept, I forget which one of these I got from like a mission, and then the other, I think I got this from a mission. I spent 60 because Cheek spent 60,000 for his. That's the number I remember in my head, but I maybe spent more and got this one. Once I got these, my goal was to have an extra card. I felt the odds were slim, but on the chance someone got the best offense card, Canada coincidentally got it. Now on that card, it says you block the first power card played against you. If it takes that as literally as the wording should be, the first power card I'm playing is Scouted, which would then get blocked by best offense. And if it's a random power card, then they need to reword the card. So I always kept that in the pocket, hoping that I would have. I'm afraid to hit enter twice, so I'm just being very careful. So now the next idea is, in theory, I think I can use both of these because they're different levels, but we've technically never tried to double up a bad publicity. So on the off chance I can't, I'm going to start with 5%.
Oh, man.
On SmackDown, since they are currently in first place. And I'm going to let that go through, and I'm going to let that slowly trickle away. Too fucking, dude. I'm not shaking. Like, I'm not physically shaking, but my body is like, oh, don't fuck something up. That's why I'm talking like I'm 80. I got to go slow here. So the next question is, so the False Skyware is definitely going to go to Mania. Bad timing we literally can't use. $1 Million Man is Mania. Special promotion might get used this week. If I buy that, we're going to see how things kind of go cash-wise here. So the next thing is this bad publicity. So Cheek has used one on me. There's two strategies here. I can either basically cancel out what Cheek played, or I blitz Canada and take 7%. And in this case, I mean, Cheek will steal. When it says steal 2%, obviously our numbers will be higher because it's Mania and we're gonna be booking solid shows. But let's say I get 100,000 fans. When Cheek steals 2% of that, not only is he getting 2,000 fans, but he's taking 2,000. So it's like a 4,000 fan swing in that scenario. So I can either cancel that out, or what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blitz first place. I'm going to steal 7% if it lets me from Canada. Man.
I hope that one now is in effect and you only steal 2 instead of 5.
Well, and that's why I was like, I mean, the best offense card says the first one used, but you never know.
If it doesn't stack, like you use the 5% and then you use the 2. So if it doesn't stack, maybe now only the 2 is going to hit. And that's what I'm hoping.
Oh yeah. And that could be not, 2. Yeah. So I basically, when I got both of those, my plan was always whoever's in first, or if I was in first, whoever was in second, I was going to attempt to blitz them for 7%. But again, we've never doubled up a bad publicity, so it might not work. It's a risk I'm willing to take here at the end. So that is for now it. If I end up buying this, then I would use special promotion this week too to double that down. So now we start booking. The GM goal didn't matter here. So the reason I was holding was because I felt like this week could be a bit of a struggle. So I'm going to just kind of toss on what I know I have access to feud-wise and stamina-wise. And I wanted to hold this. I've been debating in the build for this if I wanted to put the title on the line before Mania or after, for the same reason Cheek brought up, is you get that 10 boost. I didn't want this is stupid. Game-wise, I should have just done it last week in the Iron Man match and just come up with something. But I've built this whole thing about like Brooks and Stacks being potentially the next up. And I didn't want one of them to get the world title in a simulated match. I felt like that would be like really not dramatic afterwards. But I do think it's important to have the belt on somebody going into Mania, the exact reason Cheek brought up. So these guys have the stamina. So we are going to put the belt on somebody going into that match. The next piece to the puzzle is where it gets a little dicey. Piper Niven and Dakota Kai are both below 40. Katana Chance is 78. Kaiden Carter is 46. I do probably have this match marked as stale going into Mania, but it's going to have a boost. Like, it's going to have a boosted match type and the Piper Dakota feud with it. So I think we book this on this show as well, which then leaves me with, I'm just going to sort this. Whoops. If I want to hit the right button, that'd be cool. Sort this by stamina here. So I've got a few ways I can go here. I think I go Ray and Dom, but I might also just randomly put AJ Styles or Big E in the match. I could do the double call-outs there too. So I'm going to see. There might be a pivot there, but we go Ray and Dom, who I don't even know where their place is on the main card. So now we get to the call-out side of things. And I'm going to have something not be level 3 or level 4 for sure. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Eddie. Oh, wow. Mr. Perfect's actually a 5. So we're going to have Mr. Perfect call out Eddie. And then we're going to try to double down the tag feud. If these callouts work, this puts the tag feud at level 3. They would both have to work. And then Eddie.
Good luck with Batista.
Yeah. We're going to try to defy the odds here at the buzzer. I'm nervous. But Mr. Perfect gets this to level 3. This feud is where I'm debating on if I make this a submission match. I could get that if I get lucky to level 3. I've failed on those a couple times. So this is going to main. Ladies are going to be in the middle. And then I come down to these guys on the popularity. I think, what is the boost on a submission match? Where am I at? I'm blind. There we go. Ooh, because it's double the match cost. I forgot about that. I don't think I can do this. Because if I do this, I can't do the second special promotion. I basically got to pick between the two.
Right.
So I think I'm going to leave this normal. I think getting that special promotion is more of a domino in my favor. And then... yeah, I think we're going to go like this. We're going to buy this.
Oh, buddy.
I'm going to use one here. So I get essentially a double boost this week on, feud-wise, we've got good stuff going, but we don't have the stipulations. So it's kind of a casual card in that sense. This would then cause... right, I'm just short. I would need to clear $12,000 to be able to afford this and do the other stuff. I don't think there's anybody I'm in position to release. I could release like Apollo Cruz del Toro, but the issue there is I'm now back at the spot where at Mania, I don't have people to cut promos. So I don't think that's worth it to maybe get a feud to level 3 when I've had 2 submission matches fail to double boost. So I think we're going to sit there, take one last look here. And I think that's how we're going to funnel it. I am just like triple checking everything. It's like once you send it in, that's the go home show.
Send it in.
Send it in.
And we're good there.
Send it in.
I'm debate. Do I get a No, no one's at a threat of getting hurt, right? Double check it. Yeah, no one's at a threat of getting hurt, so that's just spending money to spend money. All right, we send it in. The final ECW card ahead of WrestleMania is official.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, here we go, man. Here we go. SmackDown. It's Shush versus Shush. And JBL has been just determined to shut up Chad Gable, but Chad Gable has been training. He's got to get schooled. And he said, when I gave it to him, he said, "Thank you."
Oh, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I said, "You're welcome." And he said, "Okay." And he went down to the ring to fight JBL just before their Mania match. Who is coming out on top? Chad Gable's training.
Oh,
No.
damn it.
He says, "Shush." And I'm going to shush you one final time. Shawn Michaels calls out Hulk Hogan. He says, "You think this guy's winning the world title tonight? That's my world title. I got screwed last week by that punk Logan Paul. But if you guys think Hogan's doing it, you guys are having a laugh." And that one grows. Hulk Hogan is actually so pissed that he said, "I'll show you something, brother. Down here in the South, we don't take kindly to your tone of voice." Trish Stratus wanted to take on China. That is champion versus champion, one half of the tag champs, although the women's tag division has kind of been silent. China has not been silent, has been very vocal about what she's going to do to the advertising queen. And can she show what that is against Trish Stratus tonight? Or
China,
no?
China, 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 China.
Yes, and we knew these middle matches were going to be more mediocre. That was a face-to-face battle, no rivalry, but still 2 stars. That's 2 level 25s going out in the ring. That's probably why we got at least 2. Alexa Bliss, the charity queen, says, "Please, please, we need you guys watching SmackDown before WrestleMania." And 6750, join in. Kurt Angle and Kevin Owens, they said, "Hey, the titles are up for grabs, and we could use a 10 boost on our popularity." So we called up PMS. Will the boys there be able to actually pull something out of their ass? Because Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle, they could squabble here. It's face heel, face heel. I have no idea how this is going to rate. Probably very poorly, but hoping to get the titles on the 51st state feud.
Boom.
Yes, sir. And the 2
Hey, no
are
injury.
now.
Ooh, rivalry.
That's not going to happen.
Rivalry at Mania.
Could pick
No.
him back up next week for the big Mania match.
Yeah, we'll find them. No, there we go. We wanted the belts on the boys, and now the tag champs are going to go at it at WrestleMania. That's intense. And Jade Cargill says, "Hey, we could use all the fans we could get, but I know I'm not an advertising queen like Alexa Bliss, and we get half the amount of fans just because one less promo skill. We'll take every single last one of you we can get. Please, please, please come watch SmackDown." And hey, that could be the difference maker.
Oh boy.
Logan Paul.
Before this
Paul.
one starts,
On
there is no
prime
ref.
for this event.
There's no ref in the ring, and I come down, Xavier Woods, and I say, "Neon, please, let's get out here." Neon Brightstar comes out in zebra stripes. She's ready to call this one, and I whisper something in her ear. She nods. She knows the assignment, but does she?
Oh God.
Can Logan Paul trick his way out of this, or will Hulk Hogan please?
Here we go.
Okay, that is fine. Logan Paul gets hurt for 3 weeks. That's why we kept our injury card. John Cena will be back. We'll use the injury rehab on Logan Paul. He'll be back for Mania.
Wow.
And
Hulkamania.
Hulkamania runs wild. It was not in our plans. These last 4 weeks have gone absolutely off the rails. But that's what season 3 has been about on SmackDown. I think we had maybe 5 weeks of like normal booking, and then everything went crazy. So hey, we're ready for the 1v1 at Mania.
Whew. All right. Getting started hot and heavy in the Go Home show. Now, on the WCW, can we do it, folks? Can we get both of these rivalries to level 4? Please. Please. The title is on the line. Oh, I need at least one of these rivalries to go to 4. So here we go. Becky Lynch, she's had the title for a couple weeks now. Can she keep it going into Mania? Clubberella, she's tired of losing. Rhea Ripley, she wants the strap back. And Ronda Rousey, well, maybe if you'd win, you'd get a shot in the main event. But here we go. Please.
Here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
Becky Lynch!
Come on.
No!
Oh, wow.
Damn it.
Right at the finish line, we stumble. Both the ladies' factions fail to grow to level 4. We had a great run with it, though. Becky Lynch is going to be your women's champion heading in to WrestleMania. Good start to the show, though, boys. And then, boom, we got it. So the next call out will mean nothing. Undertaker does his job, calls out his brother, grows the rivalry to level 4 as we head into Mania. And then in the final match, more than likely, for Post Malone, Uncle Howdy, Stardust, and Muhammad Ali on this great brand, on this game. Who can come out on top? There's so many fan favorites in this screen right here. Who can come out on top on this match? And sure enough, with the help of me, Muhammad Ali takes it in what is going to be his final match. And then in a good promo rating, so the fans are hyped. They're juiced for this one. Even in real life, the comments, everyone's been talking about Kane. Everybody loves Kane. And they are going to get to see him next week. And then, in the double quad 4 rivalries, Macho, Nacho, and Dude Love, and Mankind are all going to get into the ring and just duke it out, have a good old-fashioned duke off.
Duke off.
Duke off.
And Mankind!
I'm a really good duker.
Wow.
Mankind was not one of the favorites going into that. He dismantles Triton's big ass early, takes care of the macho side of the Nacho, and then he goes for himself and takes out the Dudesters and comes away on top, heading into Mania. And then he turns around, rips his mask off, takes the sock off his hand, and all sweaty, he says, "Bang, bang! I'm ready for Mania next week." Oh gosh, no, that's my Mankind voice. And then he panics, says, "All we need is love," then says, "Shit! Bang, 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 bang." And the fans, they just love it. He's just Cactus Jack. He's confused. He's Mick Foley. Who the hell is he at this point? We don't know. He don't know. Nobody knows. Lots of fans gained, though. That's the only thing we do know. And then here we go. The title is on the line. Stone Cold, The Rock for the heavyweight championship that was freshly vacated after an emotional departure of Dusty Rhodes. He is gone, but surely not forgotten. This is not just the heavyweight championship. This is the Dusty Rhodes heavyweight championship. We have renamed the title. And who is going to be the first to be blessed with wearing it after his departure? Here we go.
Oh,
Oh my.
And an amazing finale to the show as we enter into Mania. Stone Cold will be the title holder heading into his rematch with The Rock at Mania as he wins the first ever Dusty Rhodes Heavyweight Championship. And he gives the double birds right to the lifeless eyebrow of The Rock. And everyone goes nuts. He says, "Right here's the best gesture in all of wrestling." And he gives them the double birds. And he drinks beer all the way up to the edge of the ramp. And he leaves with the title.
And then it's AI Raw. Ooh.
They have a show too. Yep.
Well, I got to deal with a couple more of these, man. There's a lot of emotional moments here as we wrap up 2K24, but AI Raw not part of said emotion. Karrion Kross and Chuck McSwaggin teaming up against Luke Gallows, who tried to hire a superhero. It didn't work, so now he's back to R-Truth, who he thinks is Coral.
Swaggin'.
And it's a 2-star match. Just couldn't get it done quite the same way. Blair Davenport says, "Hey, come on. Raw, and gets
Ayo.
2 fans. Then Trixie Gambit and Fallon Henley, they finally got to be back on the show last week. And Teddy said, you know what, you could be on the show again this week. That sounds great. Fallon Henley gets the win, but it's 1.5 stars. Fans just disappointed. Superhero for Hire, Hurricane, with another excellent promo. I'm sure he'll cut a pointless self-promo at WrestleMania to continue gaining fans. That won't help him. And then Chains and Whips. We don't know how many more times we're going to see this. At most, it's 2. Is Donna Matrix gets the 2.5 star victory, and they're up to level 4.
Okay.
You know, who knows what Teddy's cooking up for his Mania, but things are happening. And then Iron Sheik comes out to the ring, and he's got a little cassette player, and he hits play, and he holds it to the microphone. And it's just the promo he's cut the last 2 weeks, telling Angel Garza he's coming for the United States Championship. And Raw fans, they love watching the same thing over and over. So they're hoping that it's just a call-out promo at WrestleMania yet again.
Oh, yeah.
Their fans are not fickle.
No, ECW fans are fickle. So fickle. And in the main event, triple threat. Natalya has held onto this belt multiple times. Teddy has tried to get it to another feud, and it hasn't worked. Will Isla Dawn or Nikki be able to do it? It is Nikki getting the Women's Championship, 3.5 stars in the main event. Let us know in the comments, what the hell do you think Teddy Long is going to be booking at WrestleMania? Because I have absolutely
Not much.
no idea. And then we head over to ECW. The inmates continue to run at the asylum, but Razor is the first one seen. And he says, "Hey, yo, Chico. It's Razor Ramon. And I want to make one thing crystal clear. You'd never beat the Razor Man at chess, man. Tony D'Angelo, me and you are going to preview WrestleMania tonight, Chico. And you know what? We're putting the ECW Championship on the line." So we find out what the main event is going to be. We also find out that Bret Hart, his promo last week, motivated Ken Shamrock. They are going to fight. Will Ken Shamrock finally have a straight-up victory over Bret Hart? He does get a victory for once without cheating, without winning by countout like he did a couple weeks ago. But in this 4-star match, Shamrock wins it with a roll-up. A sudden cradle pin. Catches Bret Hart off guard and gets the win. But Bret demands one more shot. He and Shamrock win it the man's way at WrestleMania. Shamrock simply nods his head and walks out of the ring after a 4-star victory. Rivalry level 4. And then AJ Styles and Batista come out to the ring, the Fananimals, and they got something to say to Big Fiend Energy. But right before Batista starts to cut a promo, AJ puts out his hands and goes, No. You suck at pushing rivalries over promos. Just give me the mic. And Batista's like, what? And they kind of argue a little bit. I mean, they lost their championships last week. They're not thrilled about that. But AJ's like, trust me. And so AJ gets the mic, and he lets Big Fiend Energy know that they weren't expecting them. They've been training for Apollo Cruz del Toro, but now that nobody runs ECW, now that ECW is run by the men in the locker room, he wants to make one thing clear. He and Batista are ready for Big Fiend Energy. They're so ready, in fact, that they won another Tornado Tag Team match. They're going to prove that they can beat the Big Fiend Energy at their own game at WrestleMania, and the fans are excited about that. The rivalry goes up to level 2. And then Ray and Dom are sitting in the ring. They've got 2 chairs just sitting down, folding chairs, unfolded. Ray's sitting, but Dom's sitting that way where you turn it backwards and you lean forward because he's the heel, so he's got to sit like that. See, Cheek hates him because
Gross.
that's good heel work.
No.
But Ray and Dom, They each have a microphone, and they begin to explain. They try to talk through their problems. They try to talk through their issues because they realize time is running out. There's only a couple shows left in 2K24. So they try to begin to explain their issues. Dom explaining the letter that was handed to him, saying that Ray intentionally tried to get off the brand to leave Dom alone. Ray said that wasn't true. I never gave a letter to anybody. I never requested anything. And then Dom said, well, what happened then? And Ray reveals that it was actually Uncle Eddie that requested Rey Mysterio to be stolen after bragging rights. It was Rey Mysterio that demanded to come back so he could be a father, that he could help Dirty Dom Mysterio find his way to cleanse himself and become clean Dominic. And be everything that he could be the champion that he could be. But unfortunately, it all got messed up. Ray's heart was broken. He had to walk away, and then Dom injured himself. So Ray extends his hand and says, son, I want to wrestle you tonight. I don't know if we get the chance to wrestle WrestleMania, but I want us to put on a classic. And Dom gives him a hug, and similar to Christian Cage, to Cope. I guess he was Adam Copeland still at the time. Dom hugging him, grabs the mic, and says, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Low blows Rey Mysterio, and the two begin fighting. But Dom gets scared when momentum flips. Dom runs away from Rey Mysterio as the ref counts 10. Rey wins, and afterwards grabs the mic and says, I don't know what powers to be run this show anymore, but I need one more shot to have my son back at WrestleMania. Please, whoever makes the decisions these days, please give us one more chance. And Mr. Perfect comes out to the ring, and he grabs a mic and he says, I don't really want to talk into this microphone. I want to wrestle. I want to be the best technical wrestler in this business. I don't want the gimmicks of a submission match, of a falls count anywhere match. I want pure, unadulterated wrestling, man. And the crowd boos, dude. They want blood. They want chaos. They want anarchy to the highest degree. And because of that, the rivalry does not grow for Mr. Perfect and Eddie Guerrero. Kaiden Carter and Katana Chance. They get word that at WrestleMania they are going to be in a fatal four-way match. So they agree that tonight we're going to fight one-on-one. And Kaiden Carter says, I finally defeat you tonight. And Katana, before they go to the ring, says, I just want you to know, whether you believe me or not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry that I was so caught up in my own path and my own journey that I let it come between us. I know that there's a video game on the horizon called WWE 2K25, and I think that the best thing that you and I can do is continue to be one of the best tag teams that women's wrestling has ever seen. So I know that at Mania we're going to be fighting again, and I want your best fight. But I ask that tonight is the last night that you and I are truly rivals. And Kaiden Carter looks Katana Chance in the eyes, takes off her Kaiden Carter shirt to reveal that she is once again Kaiden Carter. She lays down on the mat and says, you deserve your moment. 1, 2, 3. Katana Chance wins a 2.5-star match. And then we go to the Wyatt family compound. It's the Fiend. It's Big E. It's big Fiend energy. Bray Wyatt speaks in poetry, speaks in tongues that are hard to follow, but the message is clear as day. He and Big E are ready for WrestleMania. The Fiend has brought Big E over to the dark side. He is the man that made Big E realize that he wasn't loved. He takes care of Big E now. And he says, Dave Bautista, I notice you feel a little unloved. You've wanted people to care enough about you to start feuds, to fight, to wrestle with true hatred, but it never worked. Everyone else had to have the words that brought out your fire, that brought out your vigor. You were accused of being overly sensitive by your old general manager, and you come here and you let a man named AJ Styles manipulate you, dictate you. But at WrestleMania, you can heal yourself because I won't hurt you. Big E won't hurt you. Leave AJ Styles. The Fananimals aren't you. Because I look at you and I see big Fiend energy. And the camera fades. Rivalry, level 3. And then the main event. Razor Ramon announced it at the start of the show that he said, you know what? There's a fatal 4-way at Mania, but that doesn't mean anything tonight because we're putting the belt on the line. Razor Ramon, a former world champion. Tony D'Angelo, former television champion. And a little bit of a WrestleMania preview. These two go at it in as the match nears its close. Razor Ramon has Tony D'Angelo up for the Razor's Edge. But then Tony slips out. Unexpected, he slips out. The two do a double clothesline and they both go down. And Stax Lorenzo runs out and he's got the family with him. And they just start lighting up Tony D'Angelo. They tell the referee, don't you dare ring that bell. Sorry, don't you dare ring that bell, huh? And as they start brawling and fighting, the lights go out. The lights come back up and Brooks Jensen is standing in the ring next to a new man in black. And that man in black removes his hood to reveal WWE legend, the father of Brooks Jensen. It's Bull fucking Buchanan, baby.
Oh, shit.
Bull Buchanan and Brooks Jensen start cleaning house. They send all the members of the family running with their tail between their legs. They stare down Stax Lorenzo. Stax Lorenzo drops to his knees begging for salvation, begging for mercy. And Bull Buchanan hits him with his majestic scissors kick. I would say he made it famous, but come on, we know Booker T made it famous. But Bull Buchanan also had a pretty good scissors kick, all right? And he drops Stax Lorenzo to the mat. He looks at Brooks Jensen and he says, at WrestleMania, you win that fucking championship, Brooks. You prove everybody wrong. But for tonight, who do you want to be the champion? And Brooks stands there, fighting back tears, thinking about all the memories that have formed as Tony D'Angelo and Razor Ramon lay flat on the mat. And he picks up Tony D'Angelo's arm. And he says, Tony, I love you. I thank you for everything. But just know, at WrestleMania, I run the family. I become the ECW champion. I capture my dream, and Tony, I'll keep you as the Don. I promise you that. You deserve this moment. But at WrestleMania, the moment is mine. And he drapes Tony D'Angelo's arm over Razor Ramon. The ref counts to 3. Tony D'Angelo, your ECW champion. But at WrestleMania, who is the ECW world champion? Who is the Godfather? You're going to have to subscribe and find out. So we'll very quickly run down the ECW side of things since we just saw 4 stars in the opener. Shamrock over Bret Hart, rivalry, level 4. 3 stars, Rey Mysterio over Dom Mysterio, rivalry, level 2. Katana Chance takes down Kate Carter because I about corrected myself. I'm like, no, she's Kaden Carter again. 2.5 stars. And then the main event, 4 stars, Tony D'Angelo, your world champion over Razor Ramon. Tag team call, it's the double down works. So the Fananimals and Big Fiend Energy are level 3. And then on the men's side, things call out fails for Mr. Perfect and Eddie Guerrero. They will stay at level 2. Over on Smack Diddly Down, 3 stars for Shush taking down Shoosh. JBL getting the win there. China takes down Trish Stratus ahead of a massive clash with Alexa Bliss. And we've got new tag champs, the 51st State. Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle win the belts over PMS, but we know that the rubber match awaits at WrestleMania. And then Neon Bright Star. Little did we know, the whole time all we needed was Neon Bright Star.
All we needed.
Helps Hulk Hogan win the championship, which, unless Canada gets possessed by something that we don't understand, means it's going to be Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels in the main event for the world title one-on-one at SmackDown Mania, meaning that Canada will also be able to make Cheek and I spin the wheel of draft destiny. Prayers out for Cheek and I that it doesn't totally murder us and it's only a slight murder. Maybe like manslaughter instead of murder. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then Shawn Michaels calls out Hulk Hogan, setting them up for a big level 4 clash at Mania for WCW. Sadly, the streak ends. What a run it was.
Damn, man.
3 straight weeks double pops.
Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Just one, at least.
It hurts. Luckily, nobody gets hurt. All 4 ladies are going to be available for Mania. Becky Lynch hanging on to the women's championship. Jam interference. Tyler Breeze helps former champion Muhammad Ali as he takes down Post Malone, Uncle Howdy, and Stardust in what many assume is the send-off. And then Mankind wins a fatal 4-way over himself, Triton, and the Macho Man. 4 stars in that match. And in the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 4 stars over The Rock, bringing the Dusty Rhodes World Championship around his waist heading into WrestleMania. And then The Undertaker and Kane officially level 4 for their brotherly clash. Then finally, AI Raw, 2 stars for the tag feud between Karrion Kross and Chuck McSwagon against Luke Gallows and R-Truth. Fallon Henley takes down Trixie Gambit in a 1.5-star match. Donna Matrix, 2.5 stars over Ivy Nile. Their rivalry is level 4. And in the main event, 3.5 stars. The women's championship is away from Natalya, so we'll see if the women's title gets booked. We also, I don't remember how long Julius Creed, one half of the Creed brothers, and of course, remember J&J Security, he's been injured, and he's the men's world champion. So world titles may or may not be on the line. Iron Sheik called out Angel Garza, the U.S. champ. That may or may not be on the line. You're going to have to stay tuned and find out. For our final wrap-ups for Smack Diddly Down, they are going to get 61,000 fans. The charity promos.
How are you going to freaking get? My show is shit. I'm scared.
oh man.
But you got to think, though, too, you had 2 good charity promos, and then you went special promotion, network special on top of that.
Yeah.
So that was you can look at your fan bonuses there. Like, that was a massive bonus. Also, PMS does have chemistry, so if you want to bring them back for a big Mania tag match, you got it.
You
there.
should.
Not bad.
For WCWA 125, they will get
go.
66,000 fans and $206,000.
Raw.
For AI Raw 111, they
it
don't
to
get
me, Raw.
bonuses. They get
Aw.
22,000 fans as they limp into Mania with $203,000.
Here we go.
And then for ECW, we get a 119. We get our fan bonuses. We get
damn.
65,000 to keep
I
pace.
thought you were going to get like 80.
I didn't have a good enough full show there to fully take advantage of it. And again, you guys did charity promos and I didn't have any because I only had the call outs. So you guys were, bonusing on top fans. But getting that second special promotion kind of saved me from really losing a gap to you guys. So we'll take it. $268,000 our way. Canada with a pointless to the moon card.
Do I get a bonus?
Oh,
Yeah.
blind
And he gets a
Pointless.
pointless bonus,
Even more
unfortunately.
pointless. It's okay.
Yo!
Cheek!
Woo!
Officially joins the 5.5 million
Finally.
fan tier.
My final trophy.
And this is how we look heading into WrestleMania. Canada has a 13,000 fan lead on me, and I am up 46,000 fans on Cheek, meaning Cheek is a little short of 60,000 fans from first place and immortality. So again, we're all in there because these shows are going to be bonkers. I think it's my emails first. Or no, it's Cheek's emails first. Here we go, Cheek. Bring us home.
1 second. All right. Stardust, did I do something to make you upset? I'm just wondering why you intentionally help Ali during our match. Not give me the heads up ahead of time. Well, you know what, Stardust? I don't give a shit about you anymore. You're old news. Cody Rhodes was better. Well, that was interesting. Nice to have you in my corner, Tyler. I'm guessing Malone might be a bit hot under the collar, man. And you proved yourself to me earlier when you gave me that title shot. Glad I joined WCW. It's going well.
At the moment,
though, piece of
lot
shit.
could change in this next show that makes Muhammad Ali not like it. All right. So we are officially at WrestleMania. Only one episode of MyGM remains. It will also be the final CodyVerse video on 2K24.
Damn.
And it's a barn burner. We said the standings there, but again, to reemphasize it, Canada ahead of me by 13,000, ahead of Cheek by about 60,000. All of that is within range. This show, Mania, you do the right stuff, you can get like 300,000 fans here. So there's going to be a lot on the line this show. Cheek, I'm going to go to you first. I mean, nothing crazy in your emails. Everybody did see your emails. You've kept yourself in striking distance. You've got the level 4 feuds. What do you got to tell the people going into Mania?
I gotta tell the people this. Be subscribed. Make sure you come out in full force. Come out in droves. Support your favorite brand, that is WCW. We are going to put on a banger of a Mania. And also, if you could let me know what type, I think you guys have a good idea of what matches I'm going to be booking based on my rivalries. So please, if you have any favorites you want to watch, let us know in the comments so I have an idea of what the people want to see, because I'm all about the people. And damn it, like I said, we're going to put our best match types out there. We're going to go full send on this final card and give a Hail Mary and see if we can sneak into second, and possibly if they squander it, maybe even first. So please come back. I need your support, and we are going to steal 2% of those luscious ECW fans at Mania.
And on my side, I will be stealing some percentage of fans from Smack Diddly Down. We don't know if anything is going to break because of this. In theory, I'm assuming I'm stealing 7%, but we've never tried 2 bad publicities at once. So at the buzzer, we're going to get that tribal knowledge. And hopefully it works out. The goal in this build to Mania was, I knew I had, in theory, 7% fan steal. So my entire goal building to Mania was just be within striking distance. If I'm not in the lead, be within striking distance. 13,000 fans feels like striking distance, but it's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of good shows. I obviously have the DiBiase card. I talked about it earlier. I am not cheesing this. It's not going to be me booking 5 casket matches to win. That's boring. That's not fun. We're booking a normal show here based on what we've built. I think it'll be enough, but we technically aren't going to know. And yeah, Cheek's lurking out there. Canda's got his big main event that's going to pop. He's got other rivalries built really well right now. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I'm excited either way, and you guys should be too. And on my side, drop your predictions. Who becomes the godfather of NNG and walks out of WrestleMania the ECW World Champion? Spoiler alert, that's probably going to be one of the 2 matches we're watching on the ECW side. Canada for you. You hold the lead, but it's tight. You know that I'm losing some fans to Cheek, but then you're losing some fans to me. Crazy domino effect, but you do get the belt where it needs to be for your main feud to maybe still hang on here for 2K24, but you've also set yourself up for 2K25.
That's what we're talking about. We do. We got Hulk Hogan in the main event, so we're locking in at least 1 pick, and it's going to be a one-on-one match for the world title. So we're also locking in the wheel. That's why we did all this. Did it for the fans, did it for the wheel. I wasn't just going to give up on a wheel, even though we could have had Booker T's 71 popularity in a main event. Extra body that would have helped get us through a few more weeks. We got to throw in a few wrenches in these final couple weeks. I don't think I really played it the best. Could have played it better. We got a lot of money going into WrestleMania, so might have to make some crazy moves there as well, depending on what we find in power cards. But man, like you said, I mean, I think I've seen anywhere from 200,000, looking back on our old episodes, 200,000 to 300,000 fans for WrestleMania. If you get 300,000, or if I get 300,000, you're stealing 21,000 from me, and then Cheek stealing 2% of that from you. It's so many different combinations of things that can happen. First place is definitely up for grabs for anybody, and I'm mentally preparing myself to finish in third and cry myself to sleep.
Yeah, everything right now is possible. And to your point, like, how do those layer? You know, is it just in the sense of, if I steal 7% from you, does Cheek then get 2% of that based on what our order was? I would assume it's just based on like what we earned, but you don't know. That's part of what you're earning. So it can truly go any which way outside of, you know, Teddy Long. He is a solid fourth place here.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, man. Season 1, people were like, "You guys got to be careful for Teddy." We knew he was gonna fade. He wasn't worthy of what we're worthy of. But it really comes down to the end, man. One episode remaining, the last WrestleMania special on 2K24. You don't want to miss that. There's also gonna be a fun little reveal at the end of that special for something else you guys are going to get to see in 2K25. So not only do you want to watch WrestleMania, you want to make sure you watch it all the way through. This is your warning. This is your warning. But until then, guys, it's been an awesome season far. We got one more to go. Like the video if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, as we continue to try to get to 1,900 ahead of 2K25. But until Mania, or whatever other amazing CodyVerse video you're watching next, because we got content for days. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Toodles.